Hello, welcome to Kamado Joe, the thrill of this grill. My name is John Aldaya, and today we are enjoying our Memorial Day weekend. A lot of people think it's the beginning of barbecue time, but to those of us that really know, we celebrate our fallen heroes from wars past, and we will enjoy some time with some family today. I have some folks coming up from North Texas coming down to visit, so I'm going to make them a Boston butt. This here is part of the meat I received from the Smithville Foot Locker. They've always produced quality meat, so this is the first butt I'm going to be doing. It looks real good. It is going to be seasoned up with some salt, pepper, and some mustard to glue it down. Keep it binded down there. Come out real good. It looks like it's a good enough size that it's going to take about 4 or 5 hours to cook. I'm going to have my pit running about 275 degrees, and we should get it real nice and soft to be able to pull real easy. So the first thing I'm going to do is throw some mustard on for the glue to keep our salt and pepper on there real good. Just get that mustard all over the place. Get it to bind real nice. And things I found in the past of doing this type of meat is I've used rubs on it to give it a good flavor, but what I found is if you got a real good barbecue sauce you're going to put on top of this, you're covering up most of that anyway, so I just do it with salt and pepper. The barbecue sauce I'm going to be using is from a buddy of mine. He makes it at his house, and it comes out real good, gives the meat a real good flavor, so the flavor is going to be mostly from his barbecue sauce. So I just give it a good liberal amount of sea salt, throw some pepper on here. A lot of people think right away it was like, wow, that's going to be pretty basic, but believe you me, when you see this come out in the finished product, it's going to be really good. This meat is real soft. It's got a nice fat cap on it, so it's going to keep that meat real tender and juicy. The guys out at the Foot Locker trim it real nice. I don't even have to do much as far as trimming on this guy. Just season it up, get the pit ready, throw it on, and we'll be looking good. So once the pit's ready, I'll see you out there. Alright, my pit's about the temperature I need it to be right now. It's right about 280. I am going to shut the daisy wheel down, bring that temp down a little bit. Clean my grate. I was letting my grate get hot. I'm going to clean it off, add some wood chips, and today with this pork, I'm going to throw in some cherry wood, give it a nice sweet taste to it. But you always want to get those grates clean, so let it heat up, clean your grates. And I'm going to go ahead and pull this grate off. I'm going to use the heat deflectors, smoke this pork butt for about 5 hours to an internal temperature of 195 degrees. Today looks like we're going to have a beautiful day. We've been having storms, a lot of flooding in the area over the past week. Today we got the sunshine out. Looks like a nice day. So I'm going to go ahead and add me some wood chips to this, get that smoke going real good. Now, putting these wood chips, it is going to drop your temperature on your flame for a little bit, but it will climb back up to exactly where you want it. Hopefully you're out enjoying the weather, the family. Having a good cook happening. That's what life's all about. Good family, good food. See that smoke coming out of there? Looks real good. deflector in here. Find these gloves to be very helpful. You're able to grab a hot grate and pick it up no problem. Now I'm going to leave that fat side up, let that fat drip right onto your meat. Give it a little opening there at the top. Bring this down. So I got about an inch open down on my airflow at the bottom, and we're just going to let that smoke come into that meat, give it a great taste. When we're going to leave it like this, I'm planning on cooking this for 5 hours, so at about 2.5 hours I'm going to throw it in a foil pan, wrap it real good so that way it just renders in its own juices and gets it real nice and moist, so when it's finally at 195 degrees internal temperature, I'll be able to pull it out, let it rest for about half an hour, and just shred into it real nice and easy. So we'll see you when we get back to that point. All right, our pork butt's been on for a little bit over 2 hours. And as you can see, it got cloudy out here. What's the saying? If you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes. Could be storming by the time we get down to eating. But what we got here is this pork butt's been on for a couple hours now. It's got a great look to it. If you can see that, that just looks really good. I did forget one thing, rushing out here to get this off the direct flame and get it foiled up. So take a look at that. It's got a great look to it. I'm running the house, getting me some foil, cover it up all the way. Be right back. Alright, so we're going to get this foiled up and put it back on the pit, let it finish cooking. Wow, Brewster's mad at something, not sure what. So a couple more hours, the family will start showing up, let this rest for a bit, and we'll get it ready to be pulled. It's looking great, smelling great. My temperature's still at 275, so the temp's holding fine. And now that we got this wrapped up in the foil, it's going to start steaming in its own juices and come out really, really soft and tender. We'll see you back in a little while. Okay, so our pork butt's at 199 degrees. About 5 over where I normally pull it out at. So we're going to go ahead and take it off the pit and get it put into the cooler, so that way we can let it rest for a bit before we take it off and start shredding it. So we still got a little bit of time before the family comes over. So we're going to go ahead and let this rest for a bit. Got to be careful because that's hot. And I'm just going to line this with a blanket or a towel here. Stick it down into the cooler. Gloves on, you can see that steam coming out of the pan. So after 4 hours, this thing is ready to rest and be pulled. So we'll come back after about 15-20 minutes of resting and go ahead and get the claws out, get ready to shred some meat. Alright, now that our meat's been resting for about 15-20 minutes, we're going to go ahead and pull it out of the cooler and start shredding it up. See how soft it came out? That is a little bit warm, so I'm going to go ahead and grab the gloves to bring this up. The relatives are on the way over. Running a few minutes late, which is fine with me because it gives me time to get all this set up and get it all ready for when they show up. All they got to do is sit down and eat. So, usually I do this on the indoors, but it's a nice day. This meat looks excellent. Take a look at that. It has a nice good look to it. A lot of juice inside the pan here. And now, just take these bear claws and get to shredding. And so as I'm doing this, getting my meat off, that's hot. Be careful on where you place your hands when you dig into there. You can just see that meat just falling apart there. Let's go ahead and just sample it before we even get some barbecue sauce on there. Nice and soft. Once we get Don's barbecue sauce on there, give it a good flavor. Got some buns we're going to put it on. Got some sides on the pit. Have a nice good meal here. Again, it's Memorial Day weekend. I'd like to thank all the soldiers that gave their lives for us to be able to do this today. Enjoy time with your families. Hopefully you have a great barbecue today, just like we are. You can just see that meat shredding, looking real good. So that's how we do it here down in Texas. We have nice pulled pork sandwiches, a couple of cold beverages. Enjoy the weekend, finish it out. And remember them soldiers that gave their lives for us. Thank you very much. Again, this is Kamado Joe, the thrill of this grill. And I'm John Oldeye, and we'll see you next time on another cookout. Take care.